That's incredibly heavy. Given all of this, the intensity, the history, the roles breaking free must be just immensely difficult.
It is. Leaving such a deeply entangled relationship is often described as a very long, very challenging process. And it's important to remember, too, that while the mother is often the primary driver of the possessive dynamic, there can also be elements on the daughter's side that contribute to keeping her tethered. It's rarely a completely one-sided situation.
Right. So even if the daughter gets to a point where she wants to break free, she has to understand the mother isn't going to just let her go, make it easy.
Absolutely not. The daughter needs to be prepared for the fact that the mother will almost certainly not let her go willingly or easily. The resistance will likely be intense.
And why is that resistance usually so fierce?
Because, for the mother, letting go often means confronting a profound, terrifying loneliness. It means being left alone with all the difficult realities, all the uncomfortable feelings she's been using the relationship with her daughter to avoid and escape from.
Like her own unresolved childhood stuff, that pain and anger you mentioned.
Oh. Yes. She'll have to face those unmet needs, potentially her own rage, and she won't have that constantly available person to unload onto anymore. She might be left solely with a husband she intensely dislikes, perhaps, without the distraction or the emotional outlet the daughter provides.
So the daughter has become her main source of comfort, energy, contact, connection. Her lifeline, really.
That's often how it's described. Her main source of connection and validation, whether that's in person, on the phone, whatever, is her emotional lifeline.
And she will fight tooth and nail to keep that lifeline.
Likely, yes. She will probably fight very, very hard. The observations suggest she might employ all available techniques, including those below the belt.
Techniques below the belt. What does that actually look like?
Well, it can manifest as intense emotional struggling, lashing out verbally, really dramatic displays of suffering, and very often playing the victim card, portraying herself as utterly betrayed, abandoned, deeply wounded by the daughter's attempts at independence.
So extreme guilt tripping would be a major tool in her arsenal.
Guilt tripping on every conceivable level, yes. And in more extreme situations, it could even involve threats or potentially physical aggression when they meet. The sense is that everything is possible because, from the mother's perspective in this fight, all holds are permitted. She feels she's fighting for her survival.
Because she genuinely feels she's fighting for something absolutely crucial to her emotional well-being, her very existence almost.
That's the feeling conveyed. And a key point often stressed is that she typically takes no responsibility for her actions or the devastating impact they have on her daughter. As long as she demands this level of emotional energy, availability, and control, the daughter is severely limited. She just cannot have truly fulfilling relationships with others.
Or if she does try, those relationships become incredibly strained, they suffer enormously.
Precisely. The daughter is constantly torn, pulled between her mother's relentless demands and the needs of anyone else in her life. Or she simply becomes completely exhausted, drained by the constant conflict and tension.
And the mother doesn't give up easily because she derives such huge benefit from keeping things exactly as they are.
Exactly. It provides her with that surrogate fulfillment we talked about earlier. She has placed her entire sense of borrowed fulfillment, the connection she didn't get from her own mother, maybe her husband. Often she lacks close friends, too. She's placed all of that onto keeping the daughter tied to her. She demands that the daughter provide the fulfillment she effectively gave up trying to get from others in healthier ways.
And she gave up trying to get it from others because healthy relationships require things she's unwilling or unable to do.
That's the conclusion often suggested. Healthy relationships need respect for boundaries, give and take, healthy exchange, taking responsibility for your own stuff.